Hello and welcome to Goa 365 Story Behind the Story. Now, a couple of weeks back, we had started this program as the municipal elections were coming up. We started initially in Mapsa. Now, today we have people from Margao, from the south, from the commercial capital of the state. This is generally a new Gathbandhan, a new group. It's headed by an experienced politician, no doubt, a former chairperson, but it's a new group of people who, at least according to what they say, are trying to make a difference in Margao. Margao, which is steeped in its politics, its old world ties and synonymous with Digambar Kamath and his neighbor Vijay Sardesai. So these are the new people on the block, as you say, no party but just a group of like-minded people. Welcome guys to our show.
Thank you.
With us we have Savio Coutinho. He is the head of this and they have been calling themselves the Shadow Council over the past so many years, and also contesting candidate Veron DSilva. Welcome Veron. And Siola Vaz, also a contesting cabinet.
Hi.
These are both first timers. They are new to politics and they are also contesting for the first time. Welcome to our show. Now Savio, since you had this very young looking group,
Right.
so could you give us some background, the reason why you all got into this?
Yeah. Shadow Council, basic Shadow Council for Margao, was formed way back in 2015, beginning of 2016 you can say, when the new council was formed then.
Okay.
And the sole purpose was to keep a tab on the functioning of the municipality, Margao municipality. And ever since this Shadow Council was formed, consistently we have been raising issues. We have exposed so many scams, and it's not only that we were opposing certain things, we have even given suggestions that make involve citizens in issues relating to Margao or streamlining the issues in Margao. But all through we have seen that proper attention, the due attention that was required from our city fathers was not coming. In fact, first time for over the past several decades you can say that the Margaonkars, that is Fathoda, Margao, all the citizens of Margao Municipal Council, had given an overwhelming majority to the alliance that was formed that time in the name of Margao, Model Margao in Fathoda Forward.
Who were the alliance at that time partners?
Yeah, Digambar Kamath and Vijay Sardesai.
At that time?
Yeah, they had formed this alliance, Model Margao, Fathoda Forward. And accordingly the people gave them overwhelming majority. So and they had formed a stable council. Now with so much of backing, in fact even during a certain period of time, the entire government was with the council. But we could hardly see any change in the city. In fact, for last 5 years, we have been only listening to the same ranting from the council and their mentors that we have inherited issues. In other words, Virasat it is called, no? Yeah, Virasat mein aaya sab kuch. The Sasada issue.
Legacy.
Yeah, all those things. So we have inherited. But now as they have left, they have kept a will, wasiyat, in the form of a big huge waste mountain.
We'll discuss that later. I want to specifically get into that.
A big huge waste mountain, a waste in the heart of the city, where a multi-level parking facility was to be set up. The stray dog menace is as it is, no change basically. The waste collection, door-to-door waste collection, we had started it, though I was not in the council that time, in 2014. Whatever claims there may be that it is started now, no. It was started in August 2014. But that also they could not streamline, in spite of spending crores of rupees on that. So what was our this thing is that after Margaonkars gave you all such a overwhelming majority, there was a stable council, there was no interference practically, all the political leaders were with you all, still you all could not deliver.
So now you all feel...
So that is that, and most interesting is that though there was opposition and ruling in the system, it appeared that everybody was rolling. There was no...
wait. What do you mean everybody was rolling? Explain something.
Yeah, see, normally prior to elections, everybody said no, this party should be kept out, that group should be kept out. So ruling opposition, that is the fight during the elections. But after the elections, we have experienced, the entire Margao has experienced that there was no opposition, absolutely. All 25 were mute. And all 25 were sort of either directly involved in all the scams or they consented with their silence. This is what Margao could not bear, basically, and so that's the reason we want to send an official voice of the citizens who can raise up issues, any such things happening in Margao at the cost of the taxpayer, at the cost of the development of the city.
Veron, you are an engineer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know why did you get into politics and what made you get into this reason? And before that, which ward are you contesting from?
Ward 15.
Okay, which
That's
comprises
Shirwadem,
of?
Sarwadem,
Okay,
Peda, Kharlem and Karevand.
okay,
That is
yeah.
the word.
Okay, the reason?
Reason meaning, I wouldn't say politics, I would say like more on social. I can say lack of development.
Okay,
So as I'm having this small discussions with my ward members, Badal Muncha ka bhi discussion kota, can come to know there are a lot of maybe issues which are unaddressed for lot of years.
correct.
So it is kit mud pata, even a drainage, suppose drainage. So Baudal, so as I was saying, there was an opening for a drain. When I was tracking that drain, middle of it is closed or it's choked up. So far like rains pade, you don't know, like there'll be flooding on the roads. It's a simple job to clean up the drains. That is not been done. One. Two, you can see garbage everywhere. There's no proper collection. That's why
That
bigger
is a
problem.
trademark of Margao and traffic checks.
So
Anyway, sorry.
one more issue. There are a lot of issues. Another issue, important issue, is like the open grounds or the fields. So whenever there's to be rains, the water is to get accumulated, but it should be dried up by December or whatever. But still now there's water accumulated and it's become breeding ground for mosquitoes and other diseases and all. So
Absolutely.
when we found out, like when we visited such areas, we came to know that there are actually like sewage water which is being flown in the open, like, and there's no control over it.
Shirwadem, that is, no?
Shirwadem. Shirwadem.
Shirwadem,
In
yeah,
Margao.
that
Yes.
the whole sewage water.
So एक time a
goes
ground
on.
allo thing hatale
Hatale,
because I
yes.
think sewage I think residents complain kota hai. So
Oh,
there are a
yeah.
lot of dead animals,
Correct,
there's no
correct.
control over it. So that is one more thing that which I have noticed. So like this, there are a lot of unplanned things which are, which can be taken up and worked upon and improve the lives of the people also around in the area. So
Basic necessities, basically.
basic necessities.
Yes, of course, unplanned. I like the way you put it, unplanned things. Yeah. Siola, now you tell me. Now we've spoken to Veron. Now you tell me, why did you get into politics? Before that, which ward? Which is your ward?
I'm contesting from Ward 3,
3, okay.
which comprises of Ambaji, the Wadde, Virabat, Bolepand, and a small part of Chandrawada.
Okay.
So that is all 3.
Okay.
It is the welcoming ward of Margao. Margao, as soon as you touch down, this is the first ward that welcomes you.
Correct.
And it welcomes you with a dirty stench,
Okay.
which has now become the hallmark of that place. So I am a practicing advocate. And हे सगळे smell एशकोन म्हाक बरें दिसनाहलोलें. And it's been there for many years. And right in the heart, where presentation school is and the district hospital. Tinga ahate. Kitak ting ek open sewage kita ha. So tinga te smell eta ani ti burgi ahai. Tinga now maybe not during coronavirus, but during the pandemic. But before that, ti burgi te it's become like Manavikas. Manavikas burgi also they have to smell that disgusting garbage smell and learn their studies. So I didn't want the same fate for presentation, and I certainly don't want the same fate for the patients who are convalescing in the district hospital.
Okay.
So म्हजे एक wish आशिल्ली की हांव councilak case घातलें. I was going to sue the council
Okay.
in the High Court
Okay.
because this is coming under our right to life Article 21. Because right to life is not merely breathe in oxygen and stay over there. It is also dignity, privacy, and right to clean environment. So I had already made up my grounds and I was going to approach the High Court thing case galpa halole. Then I thought 5 years eshkon zatlech da wars pun zapa zata. So I thought, why not go inside the council, make a difference. This is the primary
Objective.
chronology of reasons why I had decided to go in. Then I found that people were saying we need somebody, there's no challenger where I am. It is all a fiefdom and it is all a fortress and there's no challenger.
Who's your sitting councillor?
At present the council is not there, so there's no one
Yeah,
sitting,
yeah,
but outgoing was one Krasto is there, Zita Krasto. Tak kone poilo pasun na, nobody recognizes her. So
Okay.
it has become like a family thing, I think, I don't know. But that's what we found that taka कोण recognize करना ती केन्ना येना ती केन्ना कोणाक विचारना कोण ताका विचारपाक शकना nobody has a number तर there is no grievance redressal so somebody has to be the grievance redresser.
Okay.
If I were satisfied I would not contest.
That is, I mean, not very encouraging in many ways, but also in a way, ultimately you are contesting, so that's a good sign. Savio, I would want to get back to you. Like, now you spoke about the alliance last time. It was between the I think 2 MLAs.
Yeah.
One is the Margao MLA and the Fathoda MLA, and they won. So this time also, from what we hear, that there will be a 3rd MLA also coming, and there will be an alliance between 3 MLAs.
Okay, yeah.
2 parties are not in alliance as of
Correct.
now. In fact,
Correct.
in many cases they are at loggerheads. But
Yeah.
if all the municipal councils are in
I heard
alliance,
it just yesterday.
Okay.
Only some such statement was made.
yeah.
But I'm not very sure what slogan they will come this time.
what do you mean? Could you explain that?
Yeah, because last time it was model Margao Fathoda forward.
Okay. Model.
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So Margao continues to remain the old model,
Okay.
and Fathoda I don't know how far it has gone forward.
Okay.
So now.
They have the broad roads, Savio.
Yeah, no, I don't. I said I don't know how forward it is gone. I'm not said that it's not good.
Okay.
Yeah, that is his own capacity, whatever he may have done. But as far as the council is concerned, I don't see any contribution from the council as such
Okay.
towards the Fathoda area in the basic issues like waste collection, your stray dog issues. All the minor.
You've forgotten the main thing. What is there?
And the Sansada is the main this thing. Like, so all these things were very much there in their manifesto, and all continue to remain not only as they are, but at a higher magnitude.
Okay.
Higher magnitude of sort of nuisance, you can say.
Okay.
So now again, I would not see a reason for the people, for the Margaonkas, to have that, to repose the same faith in this alliance. And that is the reason basically why it is not that as shadow council only we are moving forward. It is the people basically who are demand, means who have a demand that some new faces should be encouraged to this thing. And that's the reason we have titled our slogan as imposed candidates versus people's candidates.
So why?
Yeah,
Why? What's the logic?
Because these are the people's candidates, and imposed candidates because you are trying to shift one councillor who was in the other ward into this ward because now the reservation has changed. It is not that that councillor is practically from that ward
From
or
that
such.
particular ward.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So that's the reason. So they are sort of imposed on the citizens of that ward. And I always said, even earlier I said this, that reservation is not up to only the candidate as such. It is also important for the electorate. Because the electorate also is equally important when the reservation takes place. So when you are trying to import some candidate from outside who is not related to that ward, that time you are not sure. Like there are even other things which will come out when the actual names
Final list
final list comes out. So that is what is disturbing. And that is the reason, even through your channel, in fact, we are very much grateful for having given this platform. Through your channel also, we would like to appeal to youngsters to come forward, take the courage, come forward, we are ready to back. We do understand that the other powers that our seniors enjoy, we don't match that. But 100% we match with the integrity part. And that is what we see, and that's the reason we see why the people would support our candidates, most especially because they are fresh and new faces.
Yeah, in fact, this is something that I want to ask both of you all about this. Now, these are powerful people. Ultimately, they are powerful. One was a deputy CM was, and the other one also I think was number 2 only during the previous government. In from two different parties. So this type of power and the connections are there. Their roots are everywhere. They may not be in power. How do you rate your chances of winning? I mean, give me some, just some, shed some light.
Coming to the point when you said powerful people, I
Yes.
would like to clarify that the power of the people is greater than people in power.
Fair enough.
Yes.
So
Fair enough.
that's why somewhere down the line, coming on the youth factor, today they will target all the youth, unemployed आहे नाल्या आनी कोण आहे तांकां आपयतले पार्टीज दितले तेंचे मद ग्रुप्स करतले आनी कितको डिवायड एंड रूल करतले आनी आपल्या बारा कमांडा दवरतले एंड दे विल गिव देम फॉल्स प्रॉमिसेस तुमकां अशें करतले मुखार जॉब्स हेका तेका बट I want to pass a message to the youth saying that, don't listen to all these promises, because they are only going to use and throw you all after the elections, and there will be nowhere to be seen here. They apply a busy agenda and vested interest are busy utole, and you all will be still there with those false promises.
Yeah.
So, and people are aware of all these things now when we are having door-to-door personal interactions
You
with
have
the
started
people.
your campaigns?
Yeah.
Campaign as in we have started the personal level interactions, small dialogues, discussions to know the issues of the ward.
Okay.
So as and when we are going to door to door, we know that there's certain anger between the people and fed up of this current set of candidates as well of the other aspirants who are for other pro-political parties as well. So this time I think they are looking for a change, and I'm getting good positive response from the people. Although there is pressure on those certain people, even on my friends from certain political leaders, not to get involved, not to interfere. Simply, such rumors are getting passed on. But I told my people, be firm with us, believe in us, and we will do the rest.
Okay.
Yes. I've also started some of my door-to-door interactions past few days. आणि एकच अशें feeling आसा लोकां भितर that they want something to change, and secondly तांकां option नाशिल्लें. इतले दीस आतां इतले वर्स तांकां ऑप्शन नाशिल्लें, आतां ऑप्शन मेळ्ळा तांकां. दे फील दॅट, दे हॅव सेड दॅट, दे हॅव कम्युनिकेटेड. हय, आनी तेच्या इन देम देर आर बिजनसमॅन, सो दे आर अ लिटल फियरफूल. दे सेइंग आमी ओपनली सपोर्ट अशें करपाक शकना, वॉट एवर इट इज. बट they also have seen the other contenders who are there have nothing to offer on table.
Nothing new
Nothing in general. There has to be some brain. If not that, there has to be some courage. If not that, there has to be some arm strength, something. But there is nothing. And that is something that, well, if you want to use the word exploit, I'm able to exploit. But apart from that, even if nobody was standing, I don't think that these individuals who are there right now would be able to do anything. See, if you take out their vested interests, if you take out their bosses, they are nothing.
You mean you're talking about the mentors, whoever the
mentors.
farming,
If you take out the mentors from the picture, these people are unfortunately nothing. And I even want to say that their mentors don't respect them, because that they are treating them like garbage. And I don't want those ex-councillors to be treated like garbage. I don't want my people to be treated like garbage. We want respect. Respect and transparency in the council. These are the things which are there. After all, there are main issues also, but these are the things which are there. There is a trampling of the people's power, by these political influences. And I always say that a civic body has nothing to do with politics. In fact, I mean, politics is, yes, of course, it is the shifting of power and it is elections, that's all politics. But a civic body has nothing to do with political parties. If you see the constitution, which deals with municipalities under Article 243, nowhere political parties is mentioned. The entire body of the constitution, nowhere political parties are mentioned. The constitution, the original constitution was there up till the 8th schedule. After that, many years later, the 10th schedule came, which deals with defection. That is the first time party word is seen in the constitution. And even in the Municipalities Act, Goa Municipalities Act, nowhere you will see the word party except when dealing with disqualification, in the sense that certain person belonging to a certain party and all, they should it's not there actually in the Municipalities Act, it is there only in the 10th schedule.
That's what
so the Municipalities Act has zero dealings with political parties, yet we have political influence in the Municipalities Act. So that is the thing that some people are there who are aware. Groundacher lokam khabar asate, but sometimes they get a feeling like, some backdrop, some background has to be there to a candidate. So that is a little bit of a challenge, but otherwise people have understood. People are very smart. Okay,
that's another thing. But what I'm saying is, ultimately people in Margao or wherever, Panjim or wherever, they say, "Kam जावपाक जाय." So is that not going to be a big factor for you all? Kam जावपाक जाय. That is why, say in Goa, it's a little different from say other states. Like for example, if you want a electricity connection, you go to the MLA. If you want everything, is the MLA or this. So kam. So is that not something you all will have to be fighting against? Trying to break that
कैसे काम जाता है
लाइट जाए बिल वाढला
no see now municipality काम किती okay lights connection जाय जाल्यार NOC दिता for NOC so NOC तुगे house tax आसा or under Health Act ते जर मेळपाक शकता. So for that compulsorily गरज ना, directly सुद्धा apply केलं जाल्यार हें जाता. Only thing counselor कोण आसले इल्लें fast जाता, no doubt. समजला. So हे जे streamlining करपा खातीर you require some people who are capable of raising these issues.
Absolutely.
Not mute counselors जे फक्त वयतले मिटिंगे दिसाक हाफ एन आवर थिंग काडले पास म्हणून सगळे कित्याक पयले हें जाता अजेंडा पयलो डिस्कस जाता आनी पयलोच
Before the meeting.
मिटिंगे आदले दिसाक agenda full confirm.
Okay, just one thing I'd like to continue with you only and then go back. Two things that I have seen in Margao. Three things in fact. One is those petrol pumps have to be shifted out from there. That was long back. That parking, which there is no parking in Margao. It's still a mess. Everything, the transport, traffic is a major mess. And third, garbage. Garbage includes Saucedo. So, what do you guys going to do about it? What's your plan?
See, first and foremost, you can take the parking. It is not that Margao doesn't have land. In fact, Margao is fortunate to have two places of their own in the heart of the city, and another additional place opposite KTC bus stand.
Outside.
Yeah, outside. These are the ownership directly is of the municipality. Municipality. In addition, there is another of town planning, the old pickup stand. Now there was a proposal for setting up of a multi-level parking at the old fish market. The foundation stone was laid on 15th of September 2015. Till today, not a brick has been laid there. Nor agency.
So you're saying political will, basically.
Political will. Now, if they have to go for a tour in any state, they get their approvals within half a day, less than 24 hours. But till today, they are not getting approval or this thing from the PWD for the re-tendering of this.
They're saying they're not getting.
Yeah, exactly. So, unless you have the will to go and be after the concerned department, comply with whatever requirements they have got, only then you will get it on time. Same thing with Sonsodo. Sonsodo actually, Fomento has left now. Now there is a big title like some bioremediation. Bioremediation is going on. For a common man, you feel some scientific process is taking place there at Sonsodo. Something is happening, but it is just screening of the waste. Some old machinery maybe which were lying on some mines is brought there, and screening is taking place at the rate of 1,850 rupees per ton.
Why? But why for screening you have to pay so much?
That is a tender, basically. So now there is no idea exactly how much quantity is being screened, how much because there is no, it is not weighed at all. It is just on the volume that estimation is done. The finer, most fine this thing screening material is considered to be compost. I don't know who has tested it, and yeah, and the farmers are invited to take it. So the contractor is saving on the transportation there also. Then there is something called as RDF. RDF is the plastic or So that is lying down, and which at the time of commencement of this work, the Waste Corporation Minister had said that this RDF will be taken to the cement factories in Karnataka. Now till today, I really don't know whether cement factories, because there's RDF, it is not clean plastic. It is all stained with mud, everything is there in it. So whether such material can be put in the furnaces of the cement factory is a big question. And if it was, probably it would have been shifted by now. Now today, just yesterday, 5 months have completed since another statement of our minister, Waste Corporation Minister Michael, wherein he said that 20 trucks per day have started leaving Sonsodo with the RDF material. But till today, not a rickshaw has gone with the RDF material. 5 months yesterday, 18th of September, he had made this statement. Then the stray dog menace. This thing was set up, you remember, when you were in Margao in 2009, the shelter was set up, and with lots of hardships. There was so much of opposition, basically just to see that we don't succeed in setting up of that plant, because we did not have land. Somehow the NGO was engaged, the NGO engaged the private land, and there we have set up. It is as it is. Nothing has changed. Even the kgs they have been begging to increase, that is not changed. The vehicle that we had given in 2009 is still in the rickety condition. They are using that still. So no proper attention to that. And I can bet on this that more than 75% of the councillors, outgoing councillors, if you go to them and ask them to show you the dog shelter, they will not know where it is. This, I can assure you on this.
So I would like to close it, closing statement.
So you had of course spoken about development in Fatorda. So I do want to mention what is development and what is improvement. There are two differences. Bringing a police station, that's development, yes. Getting a connecting road between a police station and a hospital would have been development if it was something that was done. It was not done.
Okay.
But merely tarring of roads is not development, it's improvement. There is a difference between that. And laying of flower beds or footpaths or lamps, etc. Those are all beautification projects. They look good, very nice, and we use them also. We are thankful where credit is due, it has to be given. But do not mistake it to be development. That is development perhaps of personal pockets, but it is not the development of the people.
Fair enough.
So I would like to say that, you know, as a civic body elections, these are local level elections. And over here they should not involve their political and that agenda at this level.
But that's not going to happen.
But that is not the best to, you know, get it done. Because the local issue and local barik it. So today even I'm bitos or like I'm duk lata there was no development. This that. So certain people also told me, youth also told me to go forward. So when we are going forward, these people already are like incumbent people who are of no use. They are already targeting us. They are saying these are people who are nowhere, this that. So indirectly they are not saying it to me. They are saying it to all the people that are to me. So मुझे लो ऐको ना अक्के आमचे वाड्याच गांव
They have not called all the B party, B what?
No, we are waiting for that.
That label will come perhaps soon.
No, see, when you earlier spoke about alliance, now they say that Congress and Goa Ford are going to ally. Are there no congressmen in Fatorda? Is Siola not a congressman? So because she is not a member of that particular party, she should be out. It is not fair. So what we are trying to say is we want genuine candidates, people who would be able to work for the constituents.
Okay.
That is more important. Not somebody because you have got obligations with so and so candidate that you have to fill him in certain ward or you have to shift him in some other ward. This is not fair.
Fair enough. It was interesting, but Margao and politics is synonymous. I don't know how far you all will be able to shift into social, and it is politics. It's in the blood of, I think, most Goans, especially Margaonkars. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming in on our show. Thank you, and
Thank
keep
you.
watching
Thank you.
Goa 365.